Blanche, what are you doing lining shelves on a Friday night?
I'm working off all my excess sexual energy.
Thank you for being a friend. 5 simple words that launched one of the most beloved sitcoms in television history and convinced America that 4 women over 50 sharing a house in Miami could be funnier, sharper, and more culturally relevant than anything else on TV in 1985. The Golden Girls premiered on September 14th, 1985, pairing Dorothy Zbornak's sarcastic wit, Rose Nylund's Minnesota naivety, Blanche Devereaux's Southern Belle charm, and Sophia Petrillo's Sicilian zingers around a kitchen table where they solved life's problems over cheesecake and coffee. Welcome to the Golden Girls.
Fun in the buff at a mountain retreat. Hike, swim, and play
Primetime comedy made cheesecake a plot device and turned NBC's Saturday Night into appointment television for 7 straight seasons. Today we're counting down 15 weird facts about a series that almost cast completely different actresses, featured a gay character in the pilot who disappeared overnight, and became such a global phenomenon that the Queen of England demanded a private performance. Now, before we dive in, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe because it really helps the channel grow. Let's start with number 15. Number 15, Betty White and Rue McClanahan were cast in each other's roles. The Golden Girls producers had a plan. They wanted Rue McClanahan to play Rose, the naive Minnesota farm girl, because she'd just played Vivian, another sweet dimwit, on Maude. They wanted Betty White to play Blanche,
for those mascara stains on your dress,
the man-hungry Southern Belle, because she'd killed it as Sue Ann Nivens, the man-eating happy homemaker on the Mary Tyler Moore Show. Simple typecasting, easy decision. Director Jay Sandrich walked into the first rehearsal, watched them read, and said, "Stop. This is wrong." The women agreed. They wanted to play against type, not repeat their greatest hits. White had already done the seductress thing for 7 years on Mary Tyler Moore. McClanahan was desperate to escape being cast as the sweet, dumb character forever. So they switched. And here's the beautiful irony. Swapping the roles is what convinced B. Arthur to join the show. Arthur had heard about the casting and assumed it was just Maude and Vivian meet Sue Ann Nivens, a lazy reunion of familiar characters.
I don't know what I'm going to do about Jason. He's reached a point in his life where he's anxious.
When McClanahan called to pitch her on the show, Arthur said she wasn't interested in retreading old ground. McClanahan explained they'd switched roles. Arthur was intrigued. She signed on. The role reversal saved the show before it even started. Without it, B. Arthur walks away, and the Golden Girls never happens. Sometimes the best creative decisions come from actors refusing to phone it in. Number 14. Estelle Getty was younger than her TV daughter.
Otto is a very good player, Sophia. She must have picked it up from you, huh?
Estelle Getty played Sophia Petrillo, Dorothy's 79-year-old Sicilian mother who'd survived a stroke and moved in with her daughter after Shady Pines retirement home burned down. Getty delivered every cutting one-liner with perfect timing, embodied old-world wisdom, and looked every bit the part of an octogenarian matriarch. She was 62 years old when the show started. B. Arthur, who played her daughter, was 63. Getty was actually a year younger than the woman she called her child on screen. The age gap only got weirder when you realized that Sophia was written to be 79, meaning Getty was playing a character 17 years older than her actual age. The transformation took 3 hours every day. Makeup artists aged Getty with prosthetics, heavy foundation, and carefully applied wrinkles. Wardrobe buried her in oversized floral dresses and support stockings. The white wig completed the illusion. Getty would arrive on set before everyone else, just to get old enough to play Dorothy's mother.
Of course, there was a big kickoff party at Giuseppe's beach house.
And here's the twist. Getty was so convincing that audiences never questioned it. Nobody watching at home thought, wait, that's a middle-aged woman in old-age makeup. They just saw Sophia. The performance was so complete, so lived in, that the artifice became invisible. Getty didn't just play old, she became old, and she did it while being younger than her own daughter. Number 13. The theme song was recorded in one take and paid for college. Cynthia Fee was a session singer in Los Angeles, the kind of professional who showed up, learned a jingle in 4 minutes, recorded it in 2 takes, and moved on to the next gig. In 1985, she got a call to record a TV theme song. The producers had licensed Andrew Gold's 1978 song, Thank You for Being a Friend, but needed a shorter version for the opening credits. Fee walked into the studio, looked at the sheet music, and knocked it out in 1 or 2 takes.
Down the road and back again. Your heart is true.
The whole session lasted maybe 20 to 30 minutes. She planned on never thinking about it again. Just another day, another jingle, another paycheck. But here's the thing about union rules and residuals. Every time that song plays, the performer gets paid. And the Golden Girls didn't just play once. It aired 180 episodes over 7 seasons. Then it went into syndication, where it's been running continuously since 1992. Then it hit streaming platforms, then international markets. The song plays somewhere in the world, basically every hour of every day. Fee's kids went to college on those residuals. A 30-minute recording session in 1985 became a generational income stream. Fee later joked that her son got identified at a party as the guy whose mom sings the Golden Girls theme, which embarrassed him until he realized it was paying his tuition. Number 12. There were only 3 chairs at the kitchen table for